Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Before starting the subject I am commenting on, I would like to calm some hearts. Yesterday you received a video, where I called myself Warrior Miguel. As I said, at that moment, I removed my name Archangel. So I repeat it again, at that moment. I will explain why this is. In that video, I presented myself exactly as I am. What is the difference between this Miguel who speaks to you every day? As I explained some time ago, this channel was created by me, so that I could be close to all of you. I needed simpler, more colloquial language. So I needed a mind that wasn't used to my messages, which I usually send on other channels. I don't do daily channeling on any other channel, only this one, because there is a mission here, there is a purpose, an intention, which is to prepare all of you in a language that you consider easy and simple to understand. So here, I continue to be Archangel Michael and I will continue to present myself in this way. That message I left yesterday, where I say that I took the name Archangel, is that Miguel who speaks to the other channels. It's a different way of speaking, it's a much more appropriate way of speaking, for other purposes, for light workers. What did you want with that? I wanted to show you that I can be whatever I want. I can talk any way I want. So on many channels, you will hear people talk the way I said yesterday, like Guerrero Miguel. And here you hear me speak, as I speak, as Archangel Michael. Maybe this gets confusing in your mind. I just want to show that I can be, and act, and speak, however I want, and I will continue to be me. Be an offshoot of God the Father or Mother alone, whose name for your language is Michael. I can be Warrior Miguel, which is how I am known in the universe, and I can be Archangel Michael, which was the name given to me by your religion. Any one of the three, spoken from the heart, will reach me. Don't be confused. Nothing changes. Nothing has changed here and nothing will change. I will always continue to be Archangel Michael. I just wanted to show that I can also vary, I can also say other messages in other ways, and continue to be me. So this is another test, so that you know how to discern what you are hearing. Not everything that is being disclosed is actually me who said it. Many are pretending to be me, to gain notoriety and grow within their internet. So, what I did yesterday is to put a point of attention in the minds of each of you. I can be different, yes. I can speak in different ways, yes. But I will always continue to be Miguel. The title doesn't matter, what matters is who I am. So stay tuned, pay close attention. That's what I said yesterday. Anyone who knows my energy knows that in that Warrior Miguel, it was still me. So learn your lesson. Learn to discern when it is me and when it is not. Let my words reach your heart, and ask yourself, is this Michael? And you felt the answer in your heart, because the one who will answer will be me. Then I will answer, a big yes in your heart. Now when this yes doesn't come, be sure it won't be me. I know very well, because I made that video yesterday. Don't try to understand my reasons. I see a little further than you, so I know very well why I did it. So just get to know another side of my energy. But she's still the same, and I'm still the same. So continuing yesterday's topic. Yesterday, I explained about the souls here in Tercera, who simply don't like to evolve. They prefer to make themselves look like poor things and continue on their way. So today I'm going to talk about other souls, those who are also here in Tercera, exactly like the others, but who are more evolved souls and who only have a fractal here in this dimension. So before talking about them, I'll explain a little about fractals. I already said a while ago that the higher self decides what that soul's journey will be like, according to its own evolution. Yesterday, I mentioned that a soul sometimes doesn't like challenges, doesn't like moving forward, likes to always stay in the same place, and that the universe conspires for another soul to arrive and make it move forward. This case could actually be another soul, or it could also be a fractal of the same soul. Then the higher self unfolds a piece of that soul. You see, I'm going to back up a little. I'm talking here about a soul from Tercera. So that soul has a single fractal, which is in Tercera. Very good. She will generate a new fractal, to help those who cannot walk. Is it necessary for that fractal to come from Primera, pass through Primera, through Segunda until reaching Tercera? No. From the moment the soul has a fractal, it can generate new fractals, starting from the lowest one it is, or even lower if she wants, but she can choose where that fractal will start the walk. Then you may ask, but wait, doesn't the soul have to come from below, from first, from second? Very well, I agree. But don't forget that she has already done this journey, she has already passed the first, she has already passed the second, she is in the third. What is she going to start all over again? She already has the consciousness, the wisdom of the first two dimensions. So there's no reason to go through them again. The soul is one, don't forget that. A fractal is not something isolated from the soul, it is a product of the soul itself. So the soul already has that knowledge, it doesn't need to go so far down at the beginning, to generate another fractal. But if she wants, she can, but that's not the case. Then the soul unfolds, another fractal in Tercera, and it starts to help this soul. That other fractal that is still is what we call the twin flame. No, it's not a twin brother comes at the same time. They are one or more fractals that descend at the same time. Very good. Then this twin flame will walk alongside that soul, to make it evolve. This is the function of that twin flame. And she brings with her, all the knowledge of the first and second dimensions, which the other passed through. Ah, but she's bringing knowledge, from a fractal that didn't have much desire to evolve, that doesn't have much desire to move forward. Correct, but the higher self knows all this. And in that fractal it was already modified precisely for this evolution. There would be no point in making a fractal exactly the same as the one here. He has to create a fractal that is more evolved, smarter, let's say, to help that other person who doesn't want anything, just wants to stay still. So that second fractal that came down, aims to help that other one who doesn't really want to evolve, and become part of it. He may be able to make that first fractal evolve or not. This was just an attempt by the higher self to make that fractal move. So that first fractal is unlikely to respond to evolution, depending on the second. He responds, it may not even be that wonderful walk that the higher self would like, but that fractal managed to command a little, managed to learn some things, managed to evolve a little. And then, that second one, remember, it was already prepared to be a more evolved fractal, which is exactly why it walks faster. So let's say like this, that the second one will be able to get much further ahead, even though he is younger, than the one who was already incarnated. I'm talking about a Tercera soul here, remember. Very good. Then the two fractals each disincarnated at their own time, and the second one evolved much more quickly. So he will return in the next incarnation, with all the baggage he learned. I'm not talking about lessons here. Lessons have weight in evolution, obviously they do, but the journey of the soul too. The intelligence of the soul, the behavior of the soul, is what also makes it evolve. Very good. So that second fractal in the next incarnation will continue to be more evolved. It will be. And that first one, will he incarnate again, will he continue to be a lazy soul, who doesn't like challenges? Anything could happen. It's like I already told you, souls disincarnate and go through a long period of study, where they learn a lot. It's not simply disembodying and incarnating again without listening to anyone. There is a whole analysis of that soul's journey. She is received by karmic advice, and all her weaknesses and strengths are pointed out so that she realizes that in the next incarnation, where she has to change. Then you ask, but doesn't she forget everything? She forgets, but a lot remains. It's not all erased. Some things arrive in the next incarnation. So possibilities, from that first soul that was lazy, that didn't like challenges, to return an extremely courageous soul and begin a fast journey of evolution. And that second fractal that was so smart, so evolved, became a lazy soul. Let's say he decided to take a break and also started to get a little lazy. Think about this, the mind of a soul is one, fractals do not exist in isolation. The central mind is one. All the experience of each fractal, all others receive, because the mind of the soul is one.